Welcome back to Senior Year Survival with Donna and Patrick. Today we're talking about a game changer for Maryland seniors. How to go away to college without going broke.
Yeah, Donna, because everybody says they're getting out, but I checked those out-of-state prices. Bruh, they're wild.
I know, Patrick, but here's the secret. You can go away. You just don't have to leave the state. There's this smart strategy called out of home, in state. Basically, pick a Maryland public university about 45 to 50 miles from home. Far enough for freedom, close enough for that in-state discount.
So, Donna, let me get this straight. If I'm from Prince George's County, I could go to Frostburg and still pay the Maryland rate?
Exactly. Frostburg State out in Garrett County is perfect for that. It's about 4 hours away, in the mountains, real campus vibe. Tuition for Maryland residents runs around $3,700 a semester. Housing about $3,000, meals another $2,700, roughly $10,000 per semester total.
Wow. Okay, Donna, that's sounding less scary. But what about students on the Eastern Shore, like Salisbury or UME's?
Same idea. Those campuses are great out-of-home picks for Baltimore or DC students. And here's the best part. If you qualify for the maximum Pell Grant, the FSCOG, and your Maryland senatorial and delegate scholarships, that's about $16,000 a year. For commuters, that covers everything. For dorm students, you're maybe paying $2,000 per semester out of pocket.
You know, Donna, that's kind of crazy. Somebody could live on campus at Frostburg or Coppin State and still end up almost debt-free.
Absolutely. Coppin State in Baltimore is one of the most affordable. Tuition's about $2,500 a semester. Even with housing and meals, you're under $10,000, or I should say $10,000.
So basically, Donna, instead of going out of state to Delaware or Virginia and paying double, you just go a few counties over.
You got it. The trick is distance, not borders. About 50 miles gives you space to grow, without losing your Maryland aid.
All right, Donna, who even taught you all this?
Funny you ask. I sat in on an advisory called Life After High School with Mr. Pulley. He's a world history teacher who runs these sessions on college planning. He had this huge chart comparing Morgan State, Towson, Frostburg, Salisbury, and UMS, down to room types and meal plans.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. My cousin said Mr. Pulley makes you think about the strategy behind every choice, like President Bush's strategy, right?
Exactly. Financial strategy. He always says, go far enough to grow up, close enough to stay covered.
Man, that hits. So if I'm from Anne Arundel, I could look at Morgan State or UMES. If I'm from Western Maryland, maybe Towson or Bowie State. Still in state, still affordable.
Right, Patrick. And the cool thing is, every region has its own version of that out-of-home experience. Whether it's beach vibes at Salisbury or mountain air at Frostburg.
So the real takeaway, Donna, is think strategy, not just distance.
Exactly. Whether you're chasing a degree, a dorm life, or just your own space, plan it like a Marylander. Smart, local, and debt light.
You know what, Donna? I'm convinced. I'm calling it now. Out of home, in state. That's the move.
That's the move. And shout out again to Mr. Pulley's Life After High School advisory for inspiring today's episode.
We'll catch you next time. And remember, go far enough to grow up, but close enough to stay covered.
Yeah, Patrick. And something tells me that advice fits you perfectly.